G'day and welcome back to Derriere Farms. I hope everyone is doing great today, and I hope I sound okay and the video is okay. Windows decided to do an update last night, and as part of the update, it reset my sound and video settings to default, so I have to mess with those and hopefully got them correct. Anyway, I thought this video we would do something a little bit different and hopefully interesting, or you will find it interesting as I do. I've always wondered how close the price of commodities are in the game to those in real life. I know what the price from when I was farming, I know what the price of a bushel of corn was, and I still know, I keep an eye on it. And I deal in bushels. Always have, always will. Liters until now made absolutely no sense to me. And it probably doesn't make any sense to most North American farmers. So, to find out how close to the real world Farming Simulator is in terms of price and yield, what I thought we would do was we would harvest this field of corn, which is, we'll call it 4 acres. Then, we will see how many liters of corn we get. We'll convert that into bushels, and we will then multiply the number of bushels that we get by the current market price for corn, not the futures price, the current market price, because the futures price is different and it varies. And anyway, we'll keep it simple and use the current market price. It's a little bit of information. Like I said, I've never figured this out before because I wasn't sure how many liters were in a bushel. And I finally looked it up, and it's not that complicated. It's 32.5 liters roughly per bushel. I know when I was farming, or when we were farming, we got anywhere from 180 to 200 bushels an acre. The average farmer, according to, this is according to Statistics Canada, I'm sure it's pretty much the same in the States, gets about 175 to 180 bushels per acre. So that's a fair amount of corn per acre. Market prices have not been anywhere near as good as they are now for many years. So hopefully farmers are reaping a benefit. But unfortunately, the price of everything else has also gone up. Apparently the price of fertilizer has skyrocketed, as has herbicide and fungicide, all due to supply issues. So let me go ahead and harvest this field, and then when we have a total number we can deal with, we will look and compare it to the real world. Okay, so we have some numbers to look at. We brought in, let's round it down, and we'll say 29,000 liters of corn from this field, 4 acres. A little bit of math. We'll divide that by 32.5, gives us 892 bushels of corn from this field. Divide that by 4 because it's 4 acres, and that gives us 223 bushels an acre. That's not that far off of well, the average is 180. So it's nothing extravagant. It's within the realm of possibilities. I mean, there are farms out there that get 250 to 300 bushels an acre. So that's actually a pretty good number that Giants is using for their yield. So now we'll look at the 892 bushels, and we're not going to use the current market price that's listed on the NASDAQ, because I just realized why the prices of corn and grains have skyrocketed. It's to do with everything going on in the Ukraine. Plus, we had the drought last year, which pushed the price up. So typically, yes, corn is trading between $5 to $6 a bushel, whereas now it's trading at $7.50. So we'll use $6. Even $6 is a little bit high, but we'll use $6 a bushel as a price. So 892 times 6. So this field would have netted, and grossed, I should say. Netted implies that the costs have been factored in. Grossed is just what it would have sold for, which is $5,352. Okay, now let's figure this out in farming simulator terms. I'm not going to use the easy mode prices. I'm going to use the medium prices. So just to be safe, I lowered it even a little bit more and went with $850 per 1,000 liters, and 29 times 850 gives us a gross of 24,650. So we're making, on a 4-acre field, almost $20,000 more than a farmer would. If we look at the price of corn right now in the game, using easy mode prices of $1,200 to $1,400, we would have made even more. So it would appear that Giants have kept the yields around where they should be. Like I said, 223 bushels an acre is nothing to sniff at. But let's take a look at one more thing. We'll look at the lowest price we currently have of $12.45 per 1,000 liters, and we'll divide that by 32.5. So the game is paying, on easy mode, is paying $38 a bushel. Yeah, I mean, that seems a little high, but obviously, I mean, this is a simulator, and it's something we don't want to spend the next 10 years creating a farm in. We want to be able to create a farm in a reasonable amount of time. So yes, obviously Giants had to adjust the prices slightly. What has impressed me, though, is that they've actually used fairly accurate data in terms of crop yields. Anyway, so that's the fun fact. Gives you an idea of where real farmers stand money-wise for a field of corn like this versus virtual farming. I hope you found this video interesting, useful, and insightful. I know I certainly did. Leave a comment. Let me know if you find farming facts interesting and if you have questions about real life farming, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Take care. And don't forget to subscribe.